not to be broadcast, is brought to you by vibe.ng.
Sweetie banana, your love be like sugar.
Today's episode of NTBB is a rather disturbing one as it concerns Timi Dakolo and the pastor of a well-renowned church in Abuja known as the Commonwealth of Zion Assembly. Some days ago, Timi Dakolo posted a lengthy message on his Instagram that read, "From Ilorin to Abuja to Lagos to Dubai to Port Harcourt to London and any city he visits, your pastor is leaving a trail of broken women, sexually abused and mentally strangled. From avalanche to gratitude, from pastoral care unit to host and hostesses, from witty inventions to hospitality units, they are found in every department in that church. He handpicks his victims and ruins them. So none of you wonder why a dedicated church worker or leader stop coming to church and don't want to talk about it. Suddenly, rumors start flying around about the person being evil. I will tell you all straight up, all your branch pastors know about this evil going on for years and are part of it. Some of the victims they will threaten, some they will pay off, and some they will suppress by isolating from the church members. Oga criminal lawyer, always ready to do the dirty work behind the scene just to drown the truth. Dear church members, try and find these ladies and men to hear their side of the truth before crucifying them or branding them evil. Trust me, their side of the story will shock you." He finished it up with the caption, "Commonwealth Core, Zion Knee. Church is supposed to fix broken people and not crush people who show up in church needing God." Although Timi did not mention any name in particular, it is quite easy to tell that he was referring to the lead pastor of Coza, Pastor Biodun Fatoyinbo. And sometime in 2013, this same pastor was called out by a certain S.A. Walters, with whom he had a sexual relationship while she was still a member of the church. In accordance with the allegation, Timi shared a direct message from an anonymous sender who claimed to have been broken emotionally from losing her virginity to the said pastor. Now, the issue has caused quite an uproar, with many people coming forward to tell their sides of their stories. But as expected, there are people who believe that this is not the business of the public and should be between the pastor and God, while claiming that the people involved were not forced to do what they did. Now, one of the most serious backlashes that Timi Dakolo received was a comment from a certain Eleni Piper, who implied that Timi's wife, Busola Dakolo, had slept with pastors in the past, asking him to check the DNA of his children. Now, what exactly is one to make of a situation as delicate as this? While Timi should be applauded for bringing wrongdoing to light, it is also important that he backs it up with tangible proof, and a DM from a person kept anonymous cannot be regarded as enough evidence right now. Considering that the pastor has been directly accused of sexual immorality in the past, it is definitely easy to believe that he's guilty of these fresh allegations. But the current victims, if there are any, need to brazenly come out and share their story if they really desire to be free. Yes, they might be living in fear because of the pastor's status or whatnot, but how else do they expect to help themselves, and other potential victims if they do not speak up? As for the issue of whether or not the alleged victims were forced to do it, yeah, maybe they should have summoned more willpower to refuse getting involved. But in the case where the other party wields, authoritative and spiritual power, in this case, the possibility of bullying or brainwashing or intelligent manipulation cannot be ruled out. Many have pulled up the "touch not my anointed" phrase in the defense of the accused pastor, a line which he apparently was said to have used on S.A. Walters before she headed, for the media. And it makes you ponder a little. So are we to overlook the wrongdoings of a spiritual leader because he's anointed by God? To be honest, this is a very dicey matter, and let's hope that it comes to resolve in the nearest future. So what team are you on? Are you on team Timi Dakolo should have, minded his own business? Are you on team the victims were not babies? Are you on team touch not my anointed? Or are you part of the people who are more bothered about the pastor's obsession for designers and luxury cars? Let us know in the comments section, and you can also let us know if you have any additional information that may be useful to solving this seemingly huge problem. For more sizzling gist and interesting trends, kindly follow us across all our social media platforms on vibe.ng.